"Who's there?" he asked. A whisper came. "Are you a Fat Controller's engine?" "Aye, I'm proud of it. Thank goodness. I'm Oliver." "Is it from scrap you're escaping?" "Yes." "Then it's glad I'll be to help ye. But we maun work fast."
Bachmann's Oliver model is something that I've been interested in for a while. Truth be told, I was just more holding back on getting it. However, after completing my scrap Toad model, as well as me becoming a little bit more intrigued with the Little Western as of recently, I figured I might as well quit holding back and just actually do it. Just looking at the model through the box, you can see that it looks extremely detailed and a lot better than what Bachmann normally has to offer. Bachmann really did seem to go above and beyond with this model. Oliver comes in the standard new Bachmann packaging, both on the front and of course the back, again with the same boring catalog, and though we're able to tell from outside of the box that the model looks good, let's actually see what the model itself has to offer. Personally, I can't find very many complaints with this model. Well, I mean, I'm not too big of a fan of the molded handrails, but besides that, overall I think this model is a big step up. He features an updated lamp on the front and back, and again I don't like the molded handrails that much, but the lamp hooks that are under the coal bunker, in my opinion, look very nice, and honestly I'll probably end up fitting them. As most of you probably already know, the two front wheels that Oliver has on his Bachmann model are a bit small. Most people end up replacing these with some of Henry's wheels, but I probably won't end up doing that. All around, this model does not seem to disappoint, save for some minor, nitpicks here and there. And with all that being said, I think it's finally time we introduce this guy to Toad. There's no nice way to put this. I'm scrapping him. But hold on, I don't really want to scrap Oliver as much as I want to recreate Escape, which personally is one of my favorite episodes and RWS stories. First, all we gotta do is mask him up, and then let's go for the first initial sprays. Now that's starting to look like a scrapped engine. Also, now might be a good time to mention that specifically I'm not going for TVS or RWS. That is, overall style-wise. Again, I really do enjoy both kinda equally, so more I want to try to find a style that fits in the middle of the two. With the first couple sprays of paint, that overall real grimy look is really starting to come out. However, I still wanted to have a little bit of green still showing through the rust. Though we have that initial paint job done, there are still some crucial details that Oliver is still missing. So again, finally, let's get into how I scrapped my Bachmann Oliver. Using the same paint pen that I used for Toad, I would write scrap on the sides and just added frowny faces wherever I felt appropriate, as well as on his back so we could match Toad. I would write help us on his roof to mimic some of the graffiti that I had seen on real steam engines, and I would secure all of that in with a coat of matte clear. I also would repaint his front lamp white, but still tried to distress it a little bit. For his funnel tarpaulin, I would employ some spare cloth as well as a black string, and using some spare wood planks, I would not only board up his side windows, but as well as his back ones, and just try to add different debris wherever I could, this most noticeably being clump foliage. Using some acrylic paint, I would also rust up Oliver's wheels, and with another coat of matte clear, the model itself was done. I really do feel that the two models complement each other quite well, and though it's not exactly accurate to the TVS or RWS respectively, I still feel as if it captures that overall Escape vibe quite well. It really was a shame to get a Bachmann Oliver and have to do this to him, but nonetheless, I'm still proud of this model and do plan to get another one that I'm not going to scrap. Even now though, I still think he's going to make a great addition to the collection that I have. Using some black weathering powder, I would finalize the detailing by adding smudges just around the body. Now that we've seen how I made these two, let's see these two in action. I wanted to apologize again to everybody for one, this video taking forever to come out, no thanks to the weather, but also for my uploads not being as frequent as of recently. Due to the holidays as well as some personal issues, I found it hard to find the time to actually make these videos, but with all of that finally starting to settle and the holidays now behind us, fingers crossed we'll be able to jump right back into it. And I can't thank you guys enough for the support and even more so for understanding. Not to sound too awfully generic, but there are big plans in place for 2021. We'll get into exactly what that means at a different time, but for now, just know to expect even bigger and better models. And truth be told, I really can't even thank you guys enough for the opportunity in which you've given me to do so. Again, not to sound like every other fucking YouTuber, but I mean it when I say that I really couldn't do this without your guys' support. And to have that has honestly changed my life for the better. I've never really dreamt of being a YouTuber, but I've always dreamt of doing something with trains or at least model trains. And all thanks to you guys, I can say that I'm actually living out that dream. And again, for the millionth time, thank you guys again for everything that you do. And honestly, not even just with me. The support you guys have given to the entire Thomas and Friends community has been, over the last year, so connected. To see the entire community actually come together again, even under unfortunate circumstances, really show that this community is here to stay. And honestly, no matter what becomes of the Thomas and Friends show, you can always rely on the community. And personally, I would argue in no time before has this ever been as prevalent, and I cannot begin to say how happy I am that it's actually happened. Again, nobody is happy with what's going to be happening in 2021, but it's almost like because of that, everyone finally had something that they could consult and agree with each other in. And as I like to say myself, it may be too late for Mattel, but it's never too late for the people. And if there's anything you can trust, it's that this community will be here for a very long time.